Yes, we're live. Hi, Substack. Tina Dubois here. I am at Secret Beach, and I'm not being coy. That's what we call this beach here in Seattle. It's a tiny little pocket beach that I don't even know if it's on maps, but if you live here for long enough, you know about it. I have no idea if I have enough connection on a live to like if this is actually reaching anybody. And I also can't see if anyone's joining because my sunglasses are polarized. So it makes it very hard to see screens. I was not planning to go live. Oh, there's some pop up from Substack coming in there. I don't know what it is. Anyhow, if anyone is here, hi, and thanks for joining me. If no one is here, then perhaps I will post this and we'll see it in the replay. Um, I'm here today because it's a really gorgeous day here in Seattle. It's also an unexpectedly low tide. And I came because those of you who listen to the Daily Whatever, my daily podcast, may know that my housemate moved out on not great terms. They left a bit of a mess behind and a lot of money owed, but whatever. The interesting thing is they are witchy. They practice witch stuff, and they did leave a bunch of spells behind in the freezer. So spells that must not have meant a whole lot to them because they left it behind with a lot of moldy food I had to clean out. That wasn't fun cleaning out the moldy food, but it was just a chore, right? What do you do with frozen hate spells? Um, Two of them I recognized. One she casts on my behalf to keep an ex away from me, to keep me safe. So that one was cast with very good intent. The other one um, that I recognized, I know was about one of their exes, I believe. There were a bunch of others in there, though, that I did not recognize. I thought they were food and I defrosted them and then came to realize that they were hate spells. Those I had to just flush away because they'd melted. But these two, uh, on Lawrence Winterman's good advice, because he is my spiritually inclined friend who knows about such things, he said, why don't you release them into the ocean with good intent and say, this is not my burden to carry. Because leaving them in my freezer when I'm not the one who casts spells felt very strange. And especially with my housemate leaving under such not good circumstances, honestly, did not stick the landing. So I am here to release these two spells into the water. First, I'm going to show you the view. Here's Kira. She's not technically supposed to be on the beach, but this beach is pretty chill. So if I turn back to the shore here, you can see the skies are like incredibly blue and cloudless today. It's just beautiful. That right there, that little like 70s looking building is an Elks Club. I have some friends who belong there. So I think this beach may technically sort of belong to them. I'm not sure, but you can see it's a really little pocket beach. Normally the water goes all the way up to where that green is. But if you look, check this out, all the way to the pilings. Oh, it's when I first got here, it was past the pilings. So the tide is coming back in now. But it is a super low tide. You are looking at Puget Sound right now. You can see the Olympic Mountains in the background, or hopefully that comes through, that those are the Olympic Mountains. Um, it is a really beautiful part of the world here. I mean, it's gorgeous. So this isn't the open ocean. This is the Puget Sound, which is saltwater. It's an inlet from the Pacific Ocean. But Seattle doesn't have direct access to the full ocean. There's a peninsula that kind of separates us from the ocean. So you have to drive a few miles to get to open ocean. So this is as close as I could get. I'm looking to see if anybody has joined. It looks like there's 4 of us here. So hi, whomever's here. I can't see with these. I It's been a weird weekend, you guys. So I didn't plan to do this when I was in kind of this hard headspace, but I'm feeling very contemplative and feeling like I'm in a space where I need to know what is mine to keep and what I need to let go of. And so with that intent, am releasing these 2 spells into the water. So I was wondering, because it's so hot here today. I mean, not compared to a lot of the rest of the country. Ew, my canvas bag is going to get really wet here. Is there a drier spot I can put it on? Hmm. maybe over here. Come with me, Kira. Um, yeah, it's I know the entire world seems to be, at least our hemisphere seems to be kind of on fire with heat right now. But by Seattle standards, I think it's probably in the mid 80s today. It feels very hot for us. Um, oh, this isn't really any drier over here, is it, Kira? Maybe right here. Let me set my, yes, here's some dryness. So Seattle beaches are really rocky. As you can see, we don't get shells here, we get rocks. Look at Kira. This dog has finally gotten over her surgery for a torn ACL, and she's so happy. She's so happy to be here on the beach. Okay, so let's get spell number 1 out of my bag. Sorry if this is a very strange angle. Oh yeah, these spells are melting so they were in the freezer, and this is spell number 1. You can see it's clear. The other spells that they left behind were they had all kinds of spices and I don't know witchy herbs in them. Kira, stay close. Come here. So they looked like food, and that was why I defrosted them as food. This you can see is melting ice, and there's also a piece of paper in there that has the spell written on it. I haven't been able to read the paper, and this one was not my spell. This is whomever my housemate needed to cast a freezing spell, not for a freezing spell, a halting spell. I can't remember what they're called. Someone here is more of a practitioner, perhaps but it has to do with telling them no, do not come near me. So I don't know who this is for, and I'm tempted to read it, but I think I will simply release it into the water. So come with me. You too, Kira. Okay, the water's pretty sludgy right here. Oh my gosh, look at how quickly the tide is coming in. Okay, I better do this fast or we're going to get stuck here. Kira! That would be very tragic if my dog gets swept away while I'm releasing spells with good intent, wouldn't it? So I'm going to set this down and I'm going to say, I release you. You are not my... Oh, that's not for you, Kira. Don't drink it. Don't drink it. You are not my burden to keep. But I release you and all of the negative energy that you brought into the world. Let me move that ice a little further out into the water. Oh, yeah, I see some familiar names of who they would be casting spells about. Yeah, stay close, sweetie. Okay, so there was the first one. Whoa, released. I am not really wearing water shoes either. I'm just wearing regular sandals, so that's a little slippery. Hopefully I don't wipe out. Now, the second spell, it's turning red. Can you all see that? I don't remember it being red earlier. I'm not sure what's being released as it's melting because I'm not entirely sure of everything in here. But I do know because when my housemate made the spell, they asked me for something that belonged to this person. And this was kind of a love note it was actually a gift, I think a Christmas gift and a note and card that came with it. Don't remember there being red on it, but whatever it is, oh, I think I know what it is. I think it might be in like a plastic binder. That shouldn't go in the water. Let me see what I can figure out. But this one I need to release with a lot of care because this was a person who meant, who I was with for quite a long time and who it did not end well. So I'm going to release this one carefully. I'm not doing it because I want them to come back in any way, shape, or form. And I'm releasing this with the good intent with which the spell was cast to protect me. I hope the protection continues, but I am not the one who can carry it. Nor store it in my freezer any longer because it's not really my spell. It was cast by someone else who is no longer there and who didn't take it with them. So here I go. Let's see here. Whoa. Squatting down on rocks. Gonna open this up. Then the practical part of me is like, I really like this Pyrex, so can I keep it? Oh yeah, this is frozen really well. Kira seems very drawn to wanting to drink. I think she's just thirsty. Okay, well, whatever this red is, it doesn't appear to be a plastic binder. I'm not quite sure what it is. It was something that was significant at the time, but we're going to do this. I release you. Return to nature. And perhaps it's a smidge of red trash that was on there, but it did not feel like anything that would be permanent. So, I think it was okay. Let's pick this up. I have done my duty here today. And as you can see, it's floating off there, the piece of paper. I wonder if someone will find it. That would be weird, like a message in a bottle, but with no bottle, just a message in an ice cube that melts. I have to think that Mother Nature will do away with that paper in the water very, very quickly, along with all the ink that's on it. So let it be released into the world. I have no idea what I'm doing. I am not inclined in this area, but I have enough respect for it to not just dump it. It seems best to release it properly. So here we go. Kira, come back here. Look at that happy dog. Okay. Well, we have done what we can. Oh my goodness, she is a sandy mess. I am a bit of a sandy, I'm just be a little bit of a mess today, but definitely a bit of a squinty mess. I can't see what I'm looking like at all. I rolled out of bed and into, oh yeah, we're all poking out. What my grandmother would have called my schmata, like a very, I'm doing chores on a really hot day kind of a thing. But that's what I was doing most of today until I came to the beach. So I'm going to go enjoy the beach now. I may or may not share this. Oh, I have maybe this is the world getting back at me, but I think I got salt water in my eyes. I don't know how that happened behind sunglasses. It's stinging, or it's sunscreen, one or the other. I will choose not to interpret that as a negative sign from the universe. But, if the fates come back to haunt me, you all could say you saw it here first. It started with my left eye. Um, so take a last look at Puget Sound here, you guys. Super beautiful. I hope you are also having a beautiful healing Sunday wherever you may be. And thank you for joining me. I'm going to see how to push the button to turn it off. I can't see very well, but I think it's upper right corner. Love you, mean it. Bye.